I'm just such a fucking workaholic.
Trust me, but the thing is with you, though, is that I did it for the first year in the business. Yeah. What you gotta understand is I didn't touch the PS4. I didn't touch it. I didn't play. I ditched everything. I lost all of my friends like that. I lost all of them.
Yeah.
And then I ended up having no social life at all. So now when it goes to my phone book, yeah, I pick up the phone. Okay, cool. So I've spoken to Enkush, I've spoken to Harvey. Who can I speak to? Oh wait, there's no one.
Yeah,
there.
but you don't need to. But why do you feel like you need to be speaking to loads of different
It's not
people?
even loads of different
Right,
people.
cool.
No.
So no, deep this year. So the people that you lost, that being your friends, do you like? Were they adding value to you?
No, I'm not saying it like that, bro.
No, but I'm not just.
You need to have
Think
different
about it,
people
though.
different in your life for different purposes, yeah. So you're my business partner, cool. You got Enku, who's like, he's a lot more like a friend, like kind of brother. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Someone that I have a lot of love for. Yeah. Do you know? Chill. But I'm talking about Enku, I've known for a long time now.
Yeah.
So it's like our relationship. We got a very personal relationship as well in terms of he talks to me about a lot of personal stuff that he doesn't really talk to about anyone else. Yeah. So there's that. But I'm talking about, you're that just average friend that you just like, oh yeah, cool, do you want to jump out, grab some food, whatever. Yeah. Like those kind of people where it's just like a very, very, just like quick relationship. Yeah. All of those kind of people, like, so, I don't have many like friends. Yeah. Like, you have your close inner circle, that's cool. That's like you and Enku, my close inner circle. But I'm talking about just like the outer people there. Yeah. I got the all gone. Yeah. And I feel like the first year of the business, I did that so much to the point where I just did the business. It was unsustainable. Don't get me wrong, it was lit, but I feel like it could have been a little bit more balanced in terms of.
But there's different targets being set now. The bar's being raised.
Yeah, because right now I feel like I've got a very healthy balance in terms of work and play. Like I work hard when I'm working hard, and I know when to sacrifice time and when I need to not be doing like playing or chilling, and I know when I need to be working and vice versa. Because now it's like cool. I know, cool, if I get this stuff done in a day, like for the Sunday event, I know cool. I've had a target, and I wanted to get, Piri. I wanted to get his guests on, and I wanted to get two guests for myself. Yeah. I've got two for myself, and I've got Piri's. So that's for my business. That's that done for this week. Yeah. So I know for that, I've done my phase 1. So I've stayed in that phase 1. Cool. Yeah. For our mum business, I've been doing that stuff. For us, we've been getting shit done. So that means that all 3 categories, which are important right now, everything's been accomplished. So that means, what does that mean? This weekend, I need to get ready for next week. Because then tomorrow, what's going to happen? I've got the event, which is the main part. And Sunday, the rest of that is launching and just getting everything started. And other than that, going to chill. Then next week, Monday, I go in refreshed, ready to go again hard. And every single week is like a cycle. You use the weekend to take it slow, get the things that you need to get done, finish them off.
It's still productive, like
exactly.
making sure it's still productive is going to be important, because don't just see it as Monday to Friday as my work time and then Saturday, Sunday I'm just going to fuck it all off. Like, it's not good to do that. That's less healthy than continuing to work over the weekend. If you're just programming your mind to think Monday to Friday, alright cool, I'm going at 1,000 miles an hour, then as soon as my shift finishes or whenever like Friday night comes, I'm just bang, I'm off it. I'm not paying attention to my diet. I'm not paying attention to just little habits that I do. So for instance, you might wake up at like 10 o'clock, even like towards 12 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday morning or on a Sunday morning, and you don't really keep that fluidity, and then it's hard to get back into it come Monday, because Saturday, Sunday you just binned it off. So I'm just struggling to find that balance at the moment.
Right now,
even last night I was saying to you, I was getting so like worked up, and I feel like this is where a lot of other people listening to the podcast might actually like relate to this, as I feel sometimes that there's so many hours in the day to do stuff, and when you don't really know what to do, it's quite frustrating. You're like, alright cool, I'm sitting here and I need to do something. There's stuff that I can do, but I just don't really know what I should do right now, and I feel stuck. Do you know what I mean? Like, have you ever felt that?
I've felt that a million times, bro. There's times in like even when it comes to like charts and stuff, it's like I need to do something. Yeah. But I don't know what I need to do right now. Yeah. And it's a matter of you need to accept the fact that 24 hours of a day, something doesn't need to be happening. It doesn't need to be this time this happens, this time this happens, this time this happens. You have a regimen to an extent in terms of like, cool, gym is at, wake up is at this time, gym is at this time, breakfast at this time. Alright, cool. And then meetings, they change, and let's have some fluctuation in your day, some change in your day, because you need some flow. It can't just be, it needs to have some rhythm to it. It needs to change up. So that's why with me, I need to fix my regimen, because the regimen has been things are just keep changing. Like gym's been coming in and out of the picture and stuff because of things happening, and then I haven't been able to get into my flow. Because remember before the accident, I had a good flow going where I was hitting gym like consecutively, all of that stuff, nice. And then it died. So then that flow kind of messed up. Now my sleeping schedule is shocking.
Yeah, your sleeping schedule is awful.
It's okay. Why? Because I'm a human being, and it's not always the rest of your life isn't going to be perfect sleep, because life is life.
Yep, life is life.
So that's why you got to accept that your regimen and your schedule is not always going to be pitch perfect. Sometimes it might. And when it comes to needing to do stuff all the time, man, you don't need to be doing stuff all the time. Sometimes it's okay to just, alright, cool, you know what? I'm just going to have a little lie down. I've got half an hour, let me just have a little lie down. It's a bit random, but have a little lie down.
Rather than just scrolling on your phone, you can actually take a second to reflect and like be alone in your thoughts.
Or have a little scroll while you lie down.
I mean, if you're having to lie down, then your brain's obviously telling you, alright, cool, I need a rest for a second. Like, my mind is obviously being overloaded by so many different bits of information and so many thoughts running through from different parts of my life. You just need to like shut down a little bit. And I feel like when that happens to me, like when I've got so much stuff going through my head and I get stressed out and I get anxious about just stupid things, I eat. Like that's my thing. Like I'll just go and eat. I'll go downstairs and I'll just start eating. Like, and it doesn't make any sense. Like, I'm not saying I'll like blow all my money on Uber Eats, because I don't even have that thing on my phone, because I don't need that temptation. But I'll just go downstairs and I'll just like eat all the fruit in the house. Like, it's mad. And then my mum will come in and she'll be like, what the fuck? I literally just bought this like 2 days ago. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. Like, it's something that I've always had.
So you just gotta have a little lie down.
Yeah, literally. That is something. No, do you know what's actually helped me a lot? Is I've been playing my guitar a lot more. Like when I get stressed out and I just start chilling and I just start vibes and I just start playing the guitar. That's what's been calming me down a little bit. I used to go on walks with one of my boys that I used to be friends with, but obviously that kind of and so
you just gotta find that balance. Because now what I do is, so Daniel, he works like quite mad shifts, so
he does.
There's very limited time that we can play. So now it's like, cool, he works more than we play, I need to be working more than I play. So what do? When he's free I play, when he's not I don't, because he's the only person I play PS5 with. So that way, by playing when he's available and only when he's available, I now work way more than I play. Do you get it?
Okay.
So I found that rhythm. So now when he's available I play, if he's not available I don't play. Then those are my break times, because that's doing something I enjoy. And I found that cool. That's my like chill time. I don't do anything. Just bake off, chill with someone that has nothing to do with the business right now.
Yeah.
And it's just like, just chill out. And you gotta have those things in the week sometimes where you're just doing nothing. Even find a Netflix show, bruv. Have some little bit of balance in your life, like where it's, because you need to let your brain accept that it's okay to not do something. Because I used to get guilty when I wasn't working.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel.
Like I feel like a bum if I wasn't like.
Me too. That's why I'm always saying to you, what can we do? What's next? What now? Which is good. I thought it's a good trait though.
It's a good trait.
It is a good trait, because I feel like once you have things up and running, like once everything is in its flow and we've got things up and running,
and when things are up and running, you know what's gonna happen. When you're Gucci and you actually don't have as many things to do, like when the things that we're working towards are in set in place, and you're like, all right, cool. So now all of this admin stuff that I need to get this done. It's done now. You're gonna be there sitting there feeling like you're just gonna feel like a bum.
That's when retail therapy comes in, my friend.
I know,
when we got the work and we can
you're still going to feel like a bum.
No, I know.
So you gotta train yourself into that now. So you're gonna build that habit. So now that's one thing I've worked into myself, is that chilling a little bit and just taking it a little bit. Because if you probably notice now that I'm more laid back.
Yeah, and it's odd.
Yeah.
Because when I first met you, we both had the same work ethic.
Yeah.
As in, like,
but the work ethic ain't changed.
It ain't changed, but it's your bursts of intensity have changed.
Yeah.
So normally it would just be like the whole day, intense. Now and then, like, you'd have like crashes and like you wouldn't like work for like a couple of hours or like a day or whatever, because you just let it do its thing. But now it's kind of like chill, work really hard, chill, work really hard, chill, work really hard, and I feel like you feel better for doing it, no?
I began all the shit that I need to do done. Everything think about it, what have we not got done now?
Nothing.
Exactly. So that means everything that we need to get done is done, and we've been chilling. So why does they need to do more? If everything, the targets, we're still on track, if not quicker. We're on more track than we thought we was going to be. So that means that there's no problem with the work rate.
True.
Because we're ahead of target. If on target is not always best, but we're ahead of target, happy days.
On target's good, and I feel like sometimes even if you're behind your target, I think it's good because then you can actually have a bit of a reality check to say, okay, cool, I need to up it or I need to tone it down. Because if you're way ahead of where you need to already be, like there's a good and bad in everything. There's always a yin and a yang. So if I'm way too ahead of myself, then I know, alright, cool, not to get complacent, but I need to just like tone it down a little bit and find the time in my day to do the things that I really enjoy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm in that mindset at the moment where I just don't want to do anything apart from just grind.
I know, but then you're going to get to a point where you're not going to do...
You just burn out.
Yeah, you're not going to want to do anything but chill. And that's why I got to a point. Because like in December, what I did for Apple.
Yeah.
In December I did nothing.
Yeah.
The whole Christmas holiday I did nothing. I played it all day.
Yeah.
Because I was just done. Because what happened in November,
yeah.
And I was like, okay, cool. So I did a whole year, because of what happened in November, I established now that I did a whole year of complete sacrifice of nothing I enjoy, and barely any social life, to then result of nothing, basically, because of what happened. Do you get what I'm saying?
Result of nothing in certain aspects.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
like,
I know what you mean.
The fruit of it was the fruit was rotten.
Yeah, the fruit was rotten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was annoying. So then obviously I had to deal with that. So then in December I ended up having nothing happen. In terms of like productivity was very low. So now I've realised...
January was when things really started kicking into gear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I've realised all I'm going to do is I want to never have a regret. No matter where, if things go well or bad, I want to be like, cool, you know what, I lived everything calm. And now, chill. I like how it is. I have enough time to play PS5. I have enough time to work, get everything I need to get done. My business can grow, get the podcast done. I've got more things going on than I did before.
Yeah.
Yet I still have time to play.
That's nice, isn't it?
Because the productivity time is very productive.
Yeah.
Even though we chat hello, that's what we do.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I'm saying?
And I thought, oh, bro, this is crazy. Like, even though what we're doing right now is technically work.
Yeah.
I love doing this is calm
because we enjoy it.
Because we enjoy it.
Too crazy.
And it's good to like declutter our minds as well and actually speak about. Because for those of you that are listening right now, you might just be listening to this as like a podcast, but this is kind of like us like getting everything out on the table.
Yeah, this is us talking. Like that's what I'm saying. It's just a camera and a mic here.
Trust me.
But really and truly, like we're talking about things that we were talking. Like we're just continuing conversations. Like it's things that we haven't spoken about. We don't plan it. We just hop on. And then me and you just chat, innit?
Yeah.
That's what I like. I enjoy it.
It's good to have somebody to chat to like that.
Yeah, it's like a counselling session.
Yeah.
Like a little venting session.
There's even someone in the business. They're not even in my team. They're in one of Chris's other legs.
Yeah.
Name's Michelle. Bro, like we never. I remember one time we were in the office in Canary and Chris was like, "Oh, can you do a PBR for me?" I was like, "Yeah, cool." So I went downstairs and I done it. And it was for Michelle. I remember, I think it was like her cousin and her sister or something. And then like from then, like we started speaking, like, and it was just really, really weird. And then like now, I was at work the other day and she messaged me. She was like, "Oh, are you free?" I'm like, yeah, like you can call me, it's fine. But we were on I was working and we were on the phone for like an hour. Like we were just chatting. And then now like we always check up on each other, like all that kind of stuff. And it's just nice to kind of just have that person where they have no
link.
Yeah, they have no link. They have no like previous judgment of you, so whatever you're saying to them is just fresh and it's brand new, and they don't really have anything to judge you by. Whereas if you already like have like a kind of like a disposition of somebody in your head and you're still speaking to them, you're gonna judge them on their past actions rather than just taking in what they're saying.
You're not taking that full face value.
Exactly. So yeah, it's nice to have somebody like that to speak to.
Yeah, it's nice to have someone that's just external, isn't it?
Trust me.
They ain't got nothing to do with you really, but they're just there, innit?
Do you know something I've noticed as well is the people who I've barely known, like. And I feel like I was thinking about this in the shower today before I came here, I'm being honest. It's mad to see the people who really, really care about you. It has nothing to do with how long you've known them.
Yeah.
Like, at all.
Yeah.
Like, perfect example, us two, I've not even known you a year yet. I've literally known you like 8 months.
Yeah.
Or like even like people, someone like Enku, like, are you in like real time? You haven't really known them that long.
Yeah.
And I feel it's crazy how the people that you've known for the longest may not even still be supporting you or may not even be like fueling your vision or whatever, and you're supposed to have grown up with them, you went to school with them, you've done all these kind of things, but as soon as you show them the signs that you're growing and you're trying to better yourself, it's almost like they're trying to pull you back down. Whereas when you meet somebody new for the first time and you're this really confident, outgoing person who has ambition, who has drive, if that person is on the same wavelength as you, you'll actually push each other further. Whereas if you're trying to excel and grow yourself past what the people you've already been with, do you know what I'm trying to say? Like the people, for instance, like the people that you've been with friends for through high school, through however you know them.
The thing is,
if you've known them for a long time and you're trying to excel and you're trying to show to them, look, I'm trying to grow, I'm trying to develop, I'm trying to improve myself, and they're not really on that wavelength, they'll try and pull you down, or they'll try and throw shade on you for doing it. But don't let that happen.
It's more like one thing, because I've seen it and it's true, but I feel like the reason for it is because they've known you for like so long, they know you as one thing.
Yeah.
So when you're trying to be different, it's like they're like, okay, so what's happening here? Because they've known you as one thing, so they look at you as one thing.
Yeah,
they don't look at you as someone that's trying to grow. They just look at you as their boy or whatever that's been like that for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
So that's mainly why. It's because they know you as one person. They don't know you as this other person. So it's like when I'm talking to people that I used to speak to before, I just don't really say much.
Yeah.
Because they don't need to. Because they look at me as the other day after Friday prayer, I bumped into someone that I knew from secondary school.
Yeah.
Obviously, they ain't seen me in years, but they know me as secondary school almost.
Yeah.
So now it's like, cool, I'm just going to bust normal convo and not say much. Because in their head, they view me as secondary school almost. If I start talking differently again, then they're going to be like...
I had this other day. Somebody that I went to secondary school with. Well, I didn't actually go to secondary school with them, but I kind of grew up. They went to a different school, innit?
Yeah.
Well, you were here when she messaged me, and it was almost like I'm such a different person from when we last spoke.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it. Like, let's put it this way: last time we spoke, whether it's civilly or not, well, I was like 15.
Yeah.
That's 7 years ago.
Yeah.
That's 7 years of experiences, of hardships, of triumphs, of me just developing as a person.
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, like, this person probably won't even believe what I'm like now.
Yeah.
Like, because I know what I used to be like.
Yeah.
If they compare the old Harvey to the new Harvey, they're just gonna be like, this is a different person, bro. And then you've got to think to yourself, like, are they ready for that?
Yeah.
Because some people will just have like this expectation of you in their head, and if you don't quite meet it, they'll start moving funny.
Yeah, bro. Like,
you know
even with me, when I haven't spoken to someone in a while and they're like hella different, it throws anyone off guard.
It throws you off.
I'm like, whoa. Because now I've grown. Now it's like, all right, cool, this is sick. But most people, they're not gonna think, oh yeah, this.
It's almost like when you see a girl from your year, and like, no offense to her, but like, she was never the nicest, and then you see her like 5 years later, you're like,
whoa.
Is that you?
That you?
Bro, honestly, that's also happened to me as well.
Yeah.
Where I saw a girl from way back, and I saw her recently, and I went, wow. But then it can also happen in reverse.
Yeah.
Like, I saw some guy that I knew when I was younger, and like, always very sporty, like very active, quite good looking, like quite funny. I saw him, he was just outside the pub, just overweight, skin was breaking out, like everything, he just looked tired, drinking, smoking. I was like, what happened to you?
Yeah.
Like, it's sad how people fall off.
Yeah.
Like, and coming from somebody, me, who nearly fell off, I'll be real, there was a period of my life where I nearly really fell off. Yeah. Because the environment and the people that I was surrounding myself with.
Mm.
There was even... do I want to get this deep? Cool, so I remember I was out one night and there was a girl that was working behind a bar that let's just say I used to like her in high school, and then like she was behind the bar and I was out with my mates at the time, and let's just say I was drunk in it. Like I wasn't sober, and I went behind the bar to get a drink, and she just looked at me, and like we used to be bare close, and we used to chat every day, and like all this, like my mum and her mum were friends and all this kind of stuff. Yeah. And she literally just looked at me and went, "What happened to you?" And bro, when she said that to me, I promise you, it hit a different nerve. Like it hit a different nerve. She literally, like, very good looking girl, like nice looking girl. I think she's in like Australia right now, doing her thing. But yeah, so she literally just looked at me and went, "What happened to you?"
Oh
bro, when she said that to me, like I couldn't believe it. Innit?
Yeah.
Like, I genuinely couldn't believe it, and that sobered me up so quickly. I actually ended up leaving there and then. I left the pub there and then.
Okay, no.
And I was becoming a person that I never wanted to be.
Yeah.
But because of my environment, and I'm not saying it's an excuse, but because I allowed myself to kind of, like, I was surrounding myself with fucking bums, mate.
Yeah.
Like, absolute bums. Like, they would literally just, like, meet up, smoke weed, do ridiculous amounts of drugs, and just talk about nothing. Literally just talk about nothing.
Yeah.
Like, it's same day, same shit. It's not even like different days, same shit or whatever. It's literally every single day was the same thing, and I just thought this is just too much.
Yeah.
Like, it's horrible. And then thankfully, like, I think I was saved. Like, I don't know by what or who, but I generally feel like I was saved by something that she said that to me that night, and I just said nah. And then it was literally like a day or two after was when I started cutting ties with all them people. And I'm glad that it happened, because if it didn't happen, then I'll be so real with you, bro. I don't even know if we'd be even speaking right now.
Maybe not very how we even met. Yeah, it's mad, fam. It's mad. Your environment's everything. Well, being in East London, bro, I used to know a lot of bum cheeks, innit? Like most.
A lot of bum cheeks.
Bro, trust me, like a lot of people that I went to my secondary school, a lot of people that I used to know, like, they're just bums now, and they're not doing much with their lives. Like, they either just going uni for the sake of it and doing nothing. Like, they're just doing, it's just peak, innit? Like, they're not moving forward with them, like, with their lives at all. To be fair, they're just going through the motions. Like,
they're literally just like a leaf in the wind. Just. Where am I going next? I'm going here. Oh no, I'm going here. I'm going here. I'm going here. But there's no real structure.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm very pro try everything. Like, I say to everybody, like, guys, try as much things as you can. Like, put your hands in as many baskets as you can. If you get bitten by a snake in one, alright, cool. Don't put your hand back in there again. Like, it's that simple. But like, when there's no structure behind it, that's when it become a little bit dangerous. I knew from when I was young, the quicker I got out of school, the better, because I hated it. I hated the environment. Always hated being told what to do. Hated it. And I just know I wasn't made for that kind of stuff. And I had my goal, which was football, and I had my ambition, which was that, and I'd done that. And then now it's just like I've kind of found my other drive. I found my other drive, which is
part of your life.
Yeah, man. Like, I wouldn't even say to myself, like, I knew I wanted to do what I was doing now, but I always knew it was gonna be around people. Like, it's funny because even when I was playing football, I always used to say, when I'm older, I want to be a manager, I want to be a gaffer, because I just love that whole camaraderie and that whole, like, that family, that team kind of hive mentality. And it's the same thing with network marketing as well. Like, when you're in a family, like, people generally just think, like, and I'm just gonna be real, people think that, we're just silent merchants. Like, join this, or like, come and I earn money off you. Like, it's not even that. Like, generally, like, if you were in our inner circle and you were seeing, like, how we treat every single person within our team,
how we plan stuff,
exactly, and how, like, even one of my students, even people in my team, we were up till late on Zoom. I was helping him with a workout plan, I was helping him with, like, a day-to-day plan. I literally sat on Zoom with him for over an hour listening to personal development, explaining to him why is this important, how is this going to benefit you, getting his finances in order, making sure that, okay, as soon as he gets paid from his job, this is going here, this is going here, this is going here. So people will earn, like, this is the craziest thing. People might not think that they're earning a lot of money in their job right now, but it's because they're not using it properly. It'll just come into them and it'll just fall straight out of their fingers. Like, completely. Like, even if you're earning, I'll be so honest with you, even if it's under 1,000, if you're earning £800 a month, you could do a lot of £800 a month. It's not a lot of money, do not get it twisted, but you can make it work. Like, you can really make it work. As long as you're managing your finances properly, then you're never really going to have any issues. Do you know what I mean? And being young, the majority of our audience is young. The demographic is probably like 18 to 25 or something silly like that. And we're in a blessed situation right now. We don't really have many responsibilities, although we feel like we do. We don't. Our parents, if you're lucky enough to have them, they look after us. They give us a house, they give us food, warmth, protection, all that kind of stuff. And what else do we really have to do apart from give and like just return the favour by being good children, literally, just by being respectful, by just doing things around the house, by just making their life easier. So when you do actually start to make more money, like it's a nicer household, because if you're bringing in more income, like there's gonna be less stresses in the house. You've seen this for yourself. When you're making the most money, how much less problems were there in the house?
Yeah, money, I can't lie, money solves a lot of problems in terms of, I wouldn't, look, so this is how I look at it. Money don't buy you happiness, but money buys your happiness. So if you're happy already inside, then money will build on top of that a lot more. So like, money is good when you're already feeling happy. So right, if you have a family, your family's like cushy, and then you have money, then now your family's going to be even happier. Do you get what I'm saying?
It's the actions it's what you have with money that determines whether you'll be happy. If you generally think a materialistic item will ever make you happy, you're wrong.
Yeah,
like, you're really
it will make you happy, but not for long.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
but
happiness.
You need to have internal peace.
Yes,
that's the thing. Money does buy happiness, but money doesn't buy peace and contentment in your heart. Because I've bought loads of stuff, and it's always onto the next. Like I can buy 1 million different perfumes, but like once I've got it, I don't really care about it that much anymore. Like it's nice when you first get it, but it's pointless. Like my Apple Watch, I got the Apple Watch, I was happy, but then I forgot about it after a week. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, get a new phone or a new vape or whatever, and it's like, whatever. Like, trust me, if I definitely know what it feels like for money to buy happiness, but not for that long. And it's always just, you want to be getting new things, new stuff. But money then allows the things that make you peaceful and content in your heart a lot more easier. So when I was able to give my parents money and stuff, the household was chilled out, everyone's not really stressed like that, everything's a little bit more stable, there are no financial stresses, we can buy more food and stuff, so the family, we can have different types of things, you can go out as a family more, you can do all of those things, you can go on holidays together, and those things that is what matters. Because you can go on a holiday, or you can have money to go on holiday, when you go on holiday with your family, you build those memories and now you feel more happier. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's that kind of stuff which then money buys happiness. Do you get what I'm saying? So if you have a family and you're able to use money to take your family on holiday, you're going to feel a lot more happier. Money was then obviously the cause of the happiness. Yeah. So money can buy you happiness to an extent, and it does. I'll be real with you, it does. Because life will always happen, problems will always happen, but I'll rather be like, have money and be able to do all those things and be sad than not have the money and still be sad, because you're always going to be feeling happy and sad and pissed off and all of these different emotions when you have money and when you don't. That doesn't change.
But it's just knowing in the back of your mind that I can't pay my rent.
Exactly. And having no money just adds stress.
Adds so much stress.
That's all it does. Yeah. When you don't have money, you're more stressed, and then stress leads to more problems, and it just blows up other problems. So there's but that's, I don't know, a lot of people have a little weird, it depends on your relationship with money. Like, there was someone that was telling me the other day, like, me and money repel each other. I was like, no, your money don't repel each other. Your relationship, repel money. Exactly. Your relationship with money is toxic. Yeah. You have to realize, money is a tool. Nothing more, nothing less. That's the way I look at it. Money buys me options. That's what it does. Money just gives me options. Money gives me the option whether I want to stay in a really nice hotel or a really shit hotel. Yep. Money buys me the option of whether I want to take the train to work, or I want to take a cab to work, or I want to drive a car to work, or have a driver take me to work. That's what money does. That's the different stages of it. Either having public transport, walking, public transport, a cab, a car, or a driver. Those are the different options. Money changes all of those. Yeah. Money changes the option I'm going to pick. If I'm a multi-billionaire, I'm getting a driver. Do you know what I'm saying? If I'm doing decently well, I'll have a nice car. If I'm doing alright, I'll get a cab. If I'm not doing so well right now, I'll probably take a train. If I'm broke, I have to walk. Different stages. So money's just going to allow you to have those options. That's all it is. If you look at money as that, and like, cool, so money's going to allow me to do this, this and this, nothing more, don't get attached to that money, then you won't hold on to it. Because holding on to money is toxic. Now, you need to care about money in terms of you need to not blow it. You can't just get it and blow it. That's when you just don't really give a shit about it. That's a bad relationship to have with money. I've been there. I've been at a point where I didn't care. I didn't give a shit. It just comes in. What can I spend it on? And then bang, make more, splash it. Like that's another toxic relationship.
Splashing and investing are two different things.
Yeah.
Splashing and investing are two different things. Splashing relates to like I feel like it has like arrogant connotations. I feel like splashing because if you're splashing on something that isn't like necessary for you and your family's needs, then like what's the point in even getting it? I feel like you could put that money to such better use to bring yourself in more cash flow.
Yeah.
Like people aren't switched on to the fact that you don't need the best of the best as long as what you have is bringing you the best. If that makes sense, you don't need you don't need a Mercedes right now. You don't need a Beamer right now. You don't need an Audi right now. You just need to make sure that what you do have is good enough for what you need, and then the money you have left over, make sure it's bringing you cash flow. Because if you don't have constant streams of income, whether it be through the markets, whether it be through network marketing, online stores, whatever you want to do, even just your normal 9-to-5 job, if you're not using the money that is paying you to bring in more money, it's useless.
Yeah, I feel like though the best relationship to have with money is a balanced relationship with money in terms of you need to have a good amount of savings every single month. Like that is just savings that are for a rainy day. Investment money, and then like living expenses. Basically, this is how I kind of, it's like 4 categories for me: saving, investing, living, splash. Those are my 4 categories. That's how I break down my money. If it's getting saved, then it's getting put away to the side. Some of it, a large proportion of it gets reinvested. I'd say about 50% gets reinvested, and 50% of it goes to the rest. So normally I save about 50% investment, 20% for savings, 20% is for bills, and 10% is for splashing. That's how I like to roll with it. And if that money isn't enough, if your 10% for splash isn't enough, then you need to increase your income. You know what I'm saying?
Or just cut your splash. If your splash ain't enough, you don't need to splash. That's
no, I'm talking about if you need more, if you want more to splash, like you want more to spend on things that you want, you need to work harder.
True.
That's why I keep that as the smallest percentage.
You need to either grow your business or you need to bring in immediate income.
That's it. So if I'm making 10k a month and 1k a month to splash isn't enough, then I need to make more. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? If I'm making 100k a month and 10k is enough to splash, I'm cool.
But you need to make sure that your savings and investment goals are realistic. If you're only making like 1.5k a month, like you can't really expect to save 10 grand. Like in a year. Do you know what I mean? Like saving 10 grand in a year is
I never set saving or investing expectations. All I do is based on my numbers. So if I'm making this much, cool, every single month.
It's just percentages. It's rather than actual figures, it's percentages.
The number itself, the amount you're putting in is irrelevant.
Exactly.
Because all it is means time. If you're making less, then it's going to take longer to get to your target. That's all it is. Exactly, so, you know when you were saying, oh yeah, if you're making £800 a month, it might not be a lot, but it doesn't matter because all it's going to do is take more time to get to the same goal. That's it. You're just starting at different points.
You're speaking mad fast. You're speaking mad fast. Some people might not be able to keep up.
I get into that.
I know.
So anyways, but if you're starting at £800 a month, all it is going to do is make it so it's going to take a little bit longer for you to get to where somebody who's making 2-3k a month to get to that target. That's what it is. So you just got to be patient with it.
That's what Justin always says. It's not what you do with $1,000. It's what you do with $1.
Yeah.
So if you can't handle a pound, how the hell are you going to manage 100? How you manage 1,000? How you manage a million, 100 million, billion? Can't manage it. Like if you really think about it, if someone was to say to you right now, you need to make £100 work for the month, would you be able to do it? Yeah. You could make that work.
I can make. I used to. How about this? Let me tell you a story. How I came into IM Academy with £2 grand. Yeah. I never worked a job before that though. Yeah. I made £2 grand with no job. Yeah. So how I did that was in college I used to get £15 a week lunch money. I always divided. So what I do is £5 a week was for food. The rest of it was savings. Okay. So what I used to do was £10 a week I would save. Yeah. £5 a week I'd spend. I spent £1 a day on lunch. Okay. I'd just go to the cheapest place possible and I figure out what to do. Yeah. Figured out you go Sainsbury's, you get egg and cress sandwich for £1. Okay. Happy days. So I ate that every day of college. Yeah. Or I go Lidl and get a croissant. Okay. I was feeling a little bit of a mix up. Nice. Next thing you know, I turned £10 a week into 2k. How? Saved up, bought a phone, sold it for more. Next thing you know, I made £40 profit on this first phone. Happy days. Kept doing that.
So you were selling phones in college?
I was buying and selling phones. Bought and sold phones until I afforded a laptop. Bought a laptop, and then just flipped that. Next thing you know, I made 2k out of that. Done. Bosh.
There was a guy in my year called Alex Cameron. Yeah. This was in like year 8. Yes, year 8. Yeah, probably year 8. Started selling sweets and that in school. Like he always used to get off. There's like a school bus called like the 696. Used to go all the way from like Hayes and Harlington all the way to Ruislip. So they'd go through like the maddest route. Anyway, that's pretty much like the majority of the year would always get that bus and come to school. You get off at Rice Manor, you know where that is, you've been there. He'd go to Tesco and he'd just stock up. He'd go to the little corner stop, he'd shop up, stock up. Bruv, he was reselling this stuff like mad. And then it was only, I think there was a time where he came in and he had it was when it first came out, it was like a brand new iPhone 6 or a 7. And he had it. Everyone was just like, what? But bear in mind, this is the time when Blackberries were cool. Yeah. Everyone had a Blackberry. Everyone was like, ping, 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 BBM, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. He came in with a brand new, fresh iPhone. Only really adults had iPhones back then, in like 2012, 2013. Now you're seeing like a 13, 14-year-old kid with a fresh iPhone 6. Everyone's like, where the fuck have you got that from? He was like, well, do you not think I've been making profit on these sweets? And the next thing you know, he's selling more and more and more. Next thing you know, I'm hearing he's getting kids in year 7 to do it for him as well. So while he's in lesson, they're on break, he's making money. I'm interested to know where he's at now, because he was switched on, very switched on when it came to like business kind of side of things. It's quite interesting actually.
But yeah, it was cushy because with like if you do that stuff, you can make anything turn to a lot. Like you just turn lunch money into profit, because I didn't want to ask my parents for money and I wanted to go out because I like eating food, so I wanted to spend money on food, go cinemas and that. Because I had 40% attendance in college. Yeah. So I was bunking less.
40%?
Hey, I worked out with A-star AB, so don't worry. The attendance wasn't
Yeah, but some colleges, they'll remove you or they'll put you on like...
No, not me. I never got done once. People did. People got done. But like the head of sixth form was my maths teacher and she loved me. So she never said nothing to me because she knew I was putting in the grades. It's all about grades. That's all they care about. Damn. They're not going to kick a student out that's going to get them an A-star in maths. You think they're going to kick out a student that's going to get them an A-star? No way.
Yeah, no
I was the second highest grade in the whole school for maths, and I was the highest A in economics. No one got higher than me in economics. The highest grade was an A. So they're not going to kick a student out that's near their top.
Yeah.
So, this is what it is. So I knew I was cushy. I get the grades, work at home. As college, while I'm out, I chill.
Yeah. Did you like school?
Yeah, I loved it. I made it fun. Anything I do, I make it fun. I made college lit. I made it absolutely amazing.
Even when you came home and you just had like fuck tons of homework.
Smash it out. Because I chilled. I got my chill time done. I've already had all the fun. I've gone out early, had my fun in college the whole day.
That's just the complete opposite of me. Like
That's the thing. You gotta turn that lemon into lemonade, bro.
Obviously, because what my work now, I don't see it as work. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'll just get it done. Yeah. But back then, I just never used to see it.
Perspective.
Exactly. And now, if I was to go back to school, I know how much I would handle it, and I'd probably listen to my parents a lot more. But you know what? Can't fucking go back. All I can do is learn. That's it. And yeah, but now what I used to do, and this is really bad, but this is actually quite bad. I used to go to like the library, and I used to literally just like, and it sounds like really rude, innit? But I used to look for like the nerdy kids, innit? I used to just look for them, like who was staying there after school, and I go up to them. I've never spoken to them before. I'm like, look, I've got like football training tonight, I've got whatever, can I give you my homework and I'll get you like, I'll buy you lunch in the cafeteria tomorrow or something, and they do it.
Good, yeah.
Bro, literally, I couldn't do it. Like I had no intention of ever doing homework, like ever. Like, I just never wanted to do it.
You had the wrong perspective coming into school.
Yeah, 100%, because I had, my priorities were so elsewhere. I was doing athletics, I was doing tennis, I was doing football, I was doing guitar, I was doing so many other things that I wanted to do, and I just didn't really see the point in school. Yeah. I mean, it's worked out cool now, innit? But like at the time, like my teachers always used to make me feel bad and for not wanting to do the work. And it's just like, I am very hard working, but it's just, if I don't want to do something, I won't fucking do it.
I know, but the thing is, school's a part of life. That's the thing. That's what a lot of kids think. It's just a part of life. You got to do it.
But if I was learning about stuff and I was doing stuff that I actually cared about, no. But I think it does. It does matter, because we even say the other day, when we have kids, we want to take them around with us, right?
But that's different. That's because they have the choice to. Now.
True, but what I'm saying is the school system, and I know it's never going to change because the way the government's run and the way the education system
that's
is.
Cool. But you got to realise, you was in that system and you can't change that system.
True.
I'm talking about, cool, now we can make it. I'm not saying that the school system is good or that is right. Half the stuff they teach you is useless. But if you're in that situation, you got to make that situation work for you.
I didn't have that mindset back then.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm talking about, for people that are listening, when it comes to anything, you're never ever going to enjoy everything that you do.
Bro, we hated doing that fucking website.
Exactly.
Even though
you got to make it fun.
Yeah, you made it fun.
You just got to make it fun.
We got the end reward. We got the end reward.
That's it.
Do I show the people? George Sheridan. We
Yeah.
got business cards that came through. And I can't lie, they're cold. Go on, shout out to the camera. They're cold. Like we got like the whole Golden Dynasty, white and gold.
Let's see if it focuses. Come into focus, bruv. There we go.
Yeah. Turn it around. There's
Golden
like a little
Dynasty.
QR code for our website.
Scan that QR code to go to our website. It's not active yet, but I'm working on it. But yeah. So we got those come in the mail the other day. Happy days. But yeah, we're moving forward out here. But yeah, actually, since we're on a little break right here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you are enjoying the podcast so far, because I've had a good amount of feedback. But yeah, make sure you guys are commenting, liking, messaging us things that you want to talk about, because I've had a good amount of people like ask us to talk about different things, and obviously I did speak about one of the topics in the episode that we recorded the other day, but the audio messed up.
That's leading me on to my next thing. So for the next episode, I'm actually going to speak to the camera. So for the next episode, being episode 5, right? This is 4.
Yeah, episode
5. Cool. So for the next episode, we're just going to do like a complete Q&A. So throughout this week, myself and Omar, we're just going to be promoting on our Instagram pages, all that kind of stuff. Oh, your cat's just come in. Where's she gone? She behind me?
Yeah, she's there.
Yeah, she's chilling. But yeah, cool. So on our social medias, we're just going to be like asking you guys, what do you want us to answer in the podcast? It's not going to be like a live Q&A, because that might be a little bit dead or whatever. But so we're just going to accumulate as many questions throughout the week. We'll probably only take about, how many questions do you want to take? Like 10 questions?
Yeah.
So like 10 questions, take 10 questions. We'll choose the best 10 that we feel like we want to talk about, and then in the next episode we'll just speak about that. And yeah, because we want to make it as like audience driven as possible, and we want to make sure you guys are enjoying it
100%.
and are engaging as much as possible. But yeah, we do appreciate the messages that you guys send out to us, because it does mean a lot. Because obviously, as I said at the start, like, we don't really see this as work, but we do this for you guys. Do you know what I mean? Like, it is really enjoyable to do.
Yeah.
And the more things that we achieve, and the more things that we become successful at, and the more things we gain knowledge about, we'll share with you guys. Because this is literally just like free source.
Yeah.
Every single episode is just like free source.
Yeah, it's free PD. Like, we're going to be teaching, like, obviously I've done a lot of personal development over the past 2 years, so a lot of all the stuff I've learned is going to be dripped through this podcast. What's my cat doing, bro? But yeah, so it's going to be dripped through the podcast, and obviously as much as we can, we're going to be upgrading it. So now we've got like a professional camera, and like, you know, we're trying to make the podcast as best quality as possible. Like, I've been looking at the mic filters and stuff. So from the first episode to now, the mic quality is going to be a lot better. Camera quality is a lot better. The angles changed. We're always trying to mix it up. But yeah, leave your questions in the comments below, or you know, in our Instagram. Just our Instagram tags are in the
Description.
The description.
Yeah.
So yeah, just message us on Instagram. We'll probably put a poll up on our Instagram as well, where you guys can ask questions there.
Oh yeah, if you're seeing on our stories the other day that we were filming in a different location, so yeah, we were filming at one of our boys' buildings, and the audio and the video didn't match up, so we've now had to refilm it today. So that's why you're not seeing us in that mad setting, but we'll probably go back there and do it there soon. But the end goal, I'd say by like the end of the year potentially, hopefully have our new space.
Yeah,
Our own space that we can go to.
That would be ideal.
That would be so cool if we can do that by the end of the year.
So yeah, hopefully by the end of this year we'll have our own office where we can work and record and do all of that stuff, and then just be cushioning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna leave it on that. I'm starving. Are you hungry?
I'm flipping out. I'm always hungry.
Yeah, let's go get burrito bowl. But yeah, guys, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, with your family, with your cat, your dog, whoever it is. But yeah, in the meantime, peace.